Hello everybody and welcome back. Sorry for the delay from last stream, but I am fully back, fully ready to be back in action. I attempted to add like an additional caption thing I saw on TikTok, and I'm not sure if they're currently showing, so I'll look at it afterwards, but regardless of if those work, I do have the Twitch closed caption thing active right now. So regardless, we have at least some closed captions. But yeah, today we're going to be streaming some cooking companions. This has been on my list of things to stream for a while. I was debating on saving it as like a Halloween stream, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Well, we'll stream it sooner rather than later. Like, I was thinking of doing it this past October, and I just didn't have enough time, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll just save it for this upcoming, and I'm like, nah, I'm impatient. But yeah, I don't know a ton about this. I've seen very minimal. At one point I saw a little bit of Manly Badass Heroes play, but not like a lot. But yeah, that's about it. Let's jump straight on into it and see how messed up this ends up going, I guess. The most I really know is that it's like horror or something, or like it starts good, it like starts all wholesome and becomes horror. It's like one of those, you know? But yeah, let's jump straight on into it. English is what the language I'm choosing.
Wee! Cabbage!
Oh, that's a little bit loud, I will not lie. Let me just lower that a little bit. Alright, here we go. New game. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? Yes. I guess this also serves as a warning for the viewers at home. Know that this may have some disturbing content. I don't know what the specific triggers are, unfortunately, but apparently it has disturbing content. Hey yo, I'm vibing with the music though. That one was brutal. Blech. But this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to ah! Achoo! Oh, that was supposed to be a sneeze. I would have prepped that better. Sorry everyone, it must be the dust. Get those allergies under control. You can't get allergies under control. You got something like a Zyrtec? Not sponsored. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease, we can make this cabin shine. So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Interesting. Not many supplies here. Guess I'll have to go out and get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Ooh, stew sounds really good. I love me some good stew. Leave that up to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mariah from dying due to this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Jeez! Christ! She should calm down. Damn! Dude's just concerned. Thanks, Antoni. What is this spelling? Anatone? I'm trying so hard. I'm gonna just say Anthony. Because that is easier for you to say instead of whatever this is spelled as. I think I'm gonna go foraging outside with over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds. There's bound to be treasure up there. Ooh, we got a forager. I love this. I vibe with this character. I like this little squirrel companion. At least I'm assuming that's like a type of squirrel. Roughing it is fun. Anthony knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds would be the most delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anthony? I could figure that out. Oh no, he's not a certified forager. I'm mistaken. You can be the canary and the coal mine, Anthony. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They wouldn't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... Anthony! Oh yeah, sorry, Mariah. They're carried away again. I'll help Anthony look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we've brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. And Anthony and Mariah are getting the food. Gregor is gathering firewood. That makes you our designated oh, okay. I'm in the picture. I thought I was gonna be like mini games and stuff, but I guess I'm just a direct character in this. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. Alright everyone, let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Mariah, Anthony, Gregor, the 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anthony put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial. To save the game, right-click or hit escape. That save game. Yeah, save slot number 1. This game will also allow you to adjust volume levels or exit to the title screen to view unlockables. Please note, going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove progress made. So, yeah, that's like just about every visual novel type beat. Do you have any experience making meals? Achievement unlocked. Butter them up. I mean, I have actual cooking experience, but not in this game. I don't like the implication of probably not. I'm extremely lazy. What if I just said nothing? Here, let me just. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save over that slot, and I'm gonna say nothing. If you're a mute, you can tell me now. Are you a mute? It says it's actually responding. Yes. You're pretty bad at lying. We were talking earlier, remember? Yikes. Looks like your lying doesn't work on Karen. It unfortunately looks like Karen will remember- Whoa! Whoa, 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 that's a bad statement. Let me load from the previous one and try a different response. Probably not, I'm extremely lazy. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Let me know if you need help with anything. I'm pretty good with a knife. Karen looks pleased with your answer. Perhaps this is the beginning of a wonderful relationship? Karen will remember that. Okay. Now what if I load the game and I do the of course? Is that so? Looking at you, I think you'd be good at serving up food. Whoa! Man! Right? Yeah, I'm gonna cheat the system and I'm gonna do the second option. I'm doing the second option because the music was happy, she's smiling. That seemed to be been the best answer. Your relationship is stronger. Cool. The save. Yeah. There we go. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a little. You decide to look around the kitchen to find ingredients for the meal tonight. Tutorial. You'll never know when you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? Oh god, it's giving me options. Again! Let's check the cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. Anthony must have put the supplies somewhere else. Behind the woodpile. There's nothing but cobwebs back here. Thankfully, no spiders. The drawers. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. Let's check the cupboards again. Check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. You look at the woodlocks closer. There's just a pile of Norway spruce. The drawers. You check the drawer above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing? No! Check the cupboards underneath the sink. Found a dead mouse. Scrumptious. The best of meals. This would be a great gift to give to Karen? What? Let's check behind the woodpile again. The Norway spruce won't burn as hot as logs from an oak tree. These would be useless during a snowfall. The drawers again. You check the drawers above the woodpile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might. Oh, please don't. Please tell me I didn't break it. Oh!
Cabbage!
Oh, this is going to turn into, like, that, into those few handful of scenes from Humanity Has Declined, where we're literally just skinning them and all that. And or, Sausage Party, where they realize the humans aren't actually gods. It's one of those. It's one of those that's gonna happen. It's time. Chompettes, sound off. Never fear. Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Always marry raspberry. Potato. Cabbage stuffed me in this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnap. Okay. Where are the Chompettes? Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. Valuable recipes, you say? We'll share with you our secret Chompette recipes. Collect all of to become a 5-star chef. You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under extra, but be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate. Meat-free. I have a feeling that when we start having to add meat, it's probably gonna go downhill. You unlocked your first recipe. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chompettes. Let's move out. Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. You wonder what you just saw, if what you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state, but only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anthony lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. Interesting. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood and get to working on dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter on the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. Anthony's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. But Mariah spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways. Killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at a deer. Yeah! That should come to no surprise. There are over 160 species of spider here. Oh. 160?! Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something. Heh. No. Almost all of them were near the couch. Yeah! I was going to sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. And they're sleeping on the couch then. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah. I can sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep on the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open just in case any of them storm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. Karen and Anthony, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always plan on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anthony. I snore louder than a lumberyard. Ich. Sweet dreams, chump. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. Oh, look at that. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Vegetable. Oh wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karen takes a bite. bland as hell. Karen! It's like every other vegetable stew I've ever had, so generic. Could probably use some meat next time. Gross. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the... I don't know how to pronounce that. Also known as strawberries for the jam. Thanks, man. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Man, Karen's so fucking... She's so rude for no reason. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. You could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. Day 0. Day 1. Oh boy! The first day. Alright, now I'm going to save once again, but new save slot. Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night I didn't even need a blanket. Oh, she looks dead. What time is it? About 1 hour till dawn. Will you two pipe down? Trying to sleep over here. Yawn. Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food. I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Mariah turns a little pale. Karen's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find more than wild sorrels today. Gah. If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy? Anthony's herbalism book stated that there were many more species of plant to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not, into meat. That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries? I love blackthorn berries. We'll be back later. Can you watch your stuff today? You nod. Thank you. Thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. Mariah, Anthony, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a hop in their step. You're alone, but thankfully you've got a drawer of chompettes to keep you company. Tutorial, each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. Okay. Ooh. Let me save there. Kinda want to check out the basement. It's probably a good idea. This door goes into the basement. There's no reason to go into the basement right now. You wait for the others to return. We're back. Tee-hee-hee. Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. You knew the big guy would be so scared of... shut up. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands Gregor. You're just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Mariah laughs so hard that your ears ring. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Mariah from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? Oh boy! You don't get it. It's pretty personal. And please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Hee. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found some more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone's looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty cabbage rolls. Are we taking the little guy from the drawer? You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. You let the cabbage leaves... Okay, we're not grabbing the cabbage. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. You cooked cabbage rolls. Mariah looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Anthony looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently, as everyone takes the first bite. That's pretty darn good. I could eat the whole batch by myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible. It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This was something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. Okay, day 2. Good morning, everyone. Good. Again, Gregor. Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? Thought we used most of our supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today. You really think it'll flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from flood waters. It's always a possibility, so it couldn't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen, there's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It wouldn't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Anthony, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. Anthony and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen are hanging around. Tutorial: unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? I'm gonna save. I'll talk to Karen. I already have some of the hearts. Hey, this paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? The old days? Huh? What do you mean, the old days? Not as bad as times like these feels like the same. I know what you mean. Escaping from Ukraine was very hard for me. Oh! I've never been so scared in my entire life. Do you have any idea how hard it was to get those supplies all the way here? I could have easily been shot along the way. You hear a cheer from the other room. Gregor and Anthony came back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What's that? What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Hmm? Huh? Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got the strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? And last time I tried the basement. So I guess I'll inspect the kitchen. You have nothing better to do, so you decide to talk to the chompettes.
Hello!
Good to see you again.
Onion!
Thought you abandoned us. Why are you trying to fool them? Go ahead and make those meals you enjoy so much. Raspberry. No thanks. That vegetable stew? Gross. You already stunk up the cabin last night. Spare us a repeat. It almost smelled as bad as you, Stinky. Almost. Aren't you going to give them the recipe, Onion? I guess. Hey, ever notice those 4 humans don't give you any recipes? Those monsters. That's why you should spend more time with us. Right? Of course. I have the perfect recipe for you today. It'll make the kitchen smell nice afterwards, and it will impress our dinner guests. Borscht recipe. Don't burn down the cabin making it, okay? You nod. Don't be a stranger. Chompettes. Mossy out. You shut the drawer and wait for the others to return back. Mariah's back early today. Hey. The others are still looking for food outside. Anthony found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Teehee. Mariah will remember that. The relationship is stronger. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime. You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Okay, so I know that it said to check out from the menu. Or like the title screen, maybe?
Cabbage!
Am I just imagining things? Oh! It actually gave me the recipe. Vegan borscht. Yeah, it's actually given me the recipe on the... yeah. Okay. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring. I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. Eek! You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, and even purple poking out. Red sky at night. Sailor's delight. Red sky in morning. Sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow. That's awesome. You're such an optimist, big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You looked from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Mariah. Mariah, I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Ugh. Guilty. Mariah looked embarrassed, but the group laughed at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it! Is it hunger? Correct. Yeah, I was going to guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spread it on some crusty bread. You cooked raspberry jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth? What? But this homemade jam is to die for, haha. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah. Everyone laughs. You're not sure how this could be called a meal, but I got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and you'd head off to sleep. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back, and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. Wait, are we being stabbed? You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in the cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the water. But it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the night sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink into the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back, staring into your eyes, but you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake up in a cold sweat. Oh, what was that? What were you? I mean, that was definitely something, stabbing our shoulder. It's probably foreshadowing. Wake up! Sorry you were making strange noises. You were in your sleep. But what's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and goes back to bed. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than the sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anthony sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen. Why the hell not? That's all he's going for. That's all he has going for him. Ick. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up by tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Anthony's thunder. Anthony, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Ick. Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Yes. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of... Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to where... So the first thing you need to understand, minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Anthony. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but that's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Gah. Anthony turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. It looks like we have enough leftover berries and more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. You get out some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check on the chompettes.
Hello!
Don't worry, as leader of the chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us.
Onion.
That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Haha. Are your plans getting awry? Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. That one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry milkshake. You let out an audible groan. Did the cornbread teach you that one? Nope. Wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. Hahaha. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win an annual trumpet comedy competition this year.
Raspberry.
Of course.
Onion.
Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompettes stick together through thick and thin, rain or shine, feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God, Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right. Chompettes, move out. The chompettes somehow manage to close the drawer on themselves. Bring the crusty bread and jam to the living room. Karen interrupts you as you bring the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Karen's right. What the hell's the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait. We can't just throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anthony, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm, no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwater, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance. Anthony, where are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelf about climate here. You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie. Eek. I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart. But I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it. What do you think? Anthony can read. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. You must be going blind then. Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make something up like that about me. You aren't fooling anyone, Anthony. Karen has stormed off. Thanks for backing me up. Yeah. Good to have someone so positive around. Anthony looks relieved. You think he'll remember that? I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. Everyone shuffles off into their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Hey, Karen likes to find somebody's weaknesses and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Anthony looks at you with a look of admiration. See you tomorrow. Anthony looks like he's blushing as he walks away. You're definitely sure Anthony will remember that. That was sweet. Very cute. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to bed very hungry. I think we're gonna have to eat the chompettes. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Whoa. Incredible. Impressive. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No. It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anthony. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Anthony leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen, and Anthony in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? I think I'm gonna chat with Gregor because of the fact he's the only one we haven't spoken to yet. Hey, there are plenty of blankets around, but I never need one. I generate enough heat for the entire cabin. Most of these blankets are pretty thick and heavy. One's mostly used for winter. Why are these out during the summer? You shrug. To be honest, I'm feeling a little guilty about eating all the food the first couple of days. This should go over soon enough, right? You nod in agreement. Haha, great. Thanks again for everything. Gregor will remember that. Oh, okay. Your relationship is stronger. You leave Gregor to go mill around the cabin for a while. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Wish the rain would just stop. You're all doing great. We must be almost at the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry. Me too. You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed with a growling stomach. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lung, you see him sneaking back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, okay. Day 4. Going on to day 5. They really should have rationed better. Everyone seems to be sleeping a little later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear a stirring of blankets, arms, and legs. Mara looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. Anthony has bags under his eyes. The storm's too loud. Karen looks out of it. The cabin was creaking so much last night, it sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And? Couldn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed. Karen turns to you. When is it going to end? I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, let's be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Yeah. Mariah and Anthony go white as a sheet. How are we gonna find our way back now? We'll have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. The group stares at you. It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You can tell Gregor's putting on fake optimism. Mariah's having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? I think I'll do Mariah, but I'm also going to save. It's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? He explained to Mariah how the size of a person and fat content determine how warm they are naturally. Yeah, wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. Do you know what he wanted to do for a career? Mariah does her best at a Gregor impression. Split firewood and gaze the stars. How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Mariah blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. You're pretty sure Mariah will remember that. You thank her and leave the bedroom. You call everyone together. They all look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch, and slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it'll last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anthony chews it cautiously. Opening his mouth once, he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor? Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Oh boy. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. It's still flooding. What are we going to do? It's gonna live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. Do you really think it'll rain that long? Anthony, it's been days already. What makes you think it'll stop soon? Ick. Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared, but you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen? Or Anthony in the living room? I'll talk with Anthony. Anthony's still paging through the book. Hey, you really should have been more careful with our emergency supplies. What were you thinking? I'm sorry. Apology accepted. You could have protected this much rain. You're sweet as a pancake. Thank you. You'll have to teach me that veggie stew recipe when all this is over. You're sure Anthony will remember that. Relationship is stronger. This book is a great distraction. Very well written. Oh, you got a hint. And leave Anthony to himself. Oh. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah! Used to swim all the time near my house, so I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters. No! Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anthony. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregor, sounds good to me. Karen! His arms are definitely the longest, so he'll probably be best at climbing trees out of all of us. No, that wouldn't be right, Gregor. Let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones. Oh, he's crying. But we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a bunch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We each pick one from his hand, and the shortest will go outside and search for food. You're not worried about trying. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you can tell which is the biggest of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anthony? Karen? Will it be me? Looks like I've got the shortest. Mariah. It's okay. Ma'am. I watched Anthony forge earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen, Anthony, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is. And then silence. Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like that noise right there. Mariah has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, watching and waiting. The sun is completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on the shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders. The both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her, and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch a glint of it. It is sun. It is the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Day 7. It's been a week. Here we go. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karen. How long? It's been almost a day since she's left. Anthony and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. Oh, they're crying. And Karen's just pissed. So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Karen, I'm sure Anthony will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anthony just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today? Save game. Let me talk with Karen. Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Mariah's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with her being the best swimmer. I guess the only one that would know would be Anthony. Last summer, Anthony would watch her swim from the shore. He could have been a lifeguard, such a good swimmer. She never went under, but if she did, he would have pulled her out easily. Why would she lie about something like that? Karen seems deep in thought. Maybe it's better to leave her alone. You close the door softly. Oh. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with that bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. Hey yo, I think I know what you can kill. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat, in a completely different room. What? What do you mean in a completely different room? Excuse me? Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? I only have one choice here. You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat. Well, I remember towards the beginning of this little playthrough, I said that it was going to start going downhill the moment I started cooking meat. And based on that little charming musical number, it's gonna start. Here we go. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. I got a bad feeling about this one, Chief. Anthony runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anthony returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anthony. Anthony takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Haha, I got a bad feeling about this one, Chief. Let me talk with Anthony. He seemed like he was doing worse. He actually puked it up. You knock on the door first. Anthony? You slowly open the door. How bad is this gonna be? Thank you for checking in on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less known, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure Anthony will remember that? Okay, at least he's doing okay. The music returned to normal. You leave Anthony and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Hours passed. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith. But he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eyes have been giving you issues lately, so you reply. Forge me a new eye, then. You laugh, but then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest, as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands before you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. Day 9. Man, I wonder if that meat was Mariah. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything?
Они вас никогда не простят.
What am I hearing? The floodwaters have receded a bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Will Mariah make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m., I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Oh, hello. Nice to see you. I'm gonna save real quick. Yes. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio, but that's just a broadcast, right? Oh, hello. Hello, housekeeping. I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. Ha ha! Man, yeah, no, I was right. The moment the meat came out, it was gonna start turning bad. I called it. One step closer to Mariah. Yep, it's Mariah's dead body. I called it. I was calling it. It's just what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anthony? Anthony's eyes look at you, begging. Bring us another slab. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anthony. Gregor looks pained at Anthony's words. I think he's right. Please bring us some more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasonings, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Anthony creates ripples in the broth using the spoon he isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me, but Mariah... Anthony begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Man, gotta love cannibalism, huh? Karen's staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. Gah. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again. This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anthony? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Or forage the plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anthony. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor is right, Anthony. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anthony. That's right, Anthony. Please help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, little guy. Man. Can't believe I called the meat thing. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Something is approaching. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this one. Let me, when in doubt, savor the game.
Onion!
Hey. Oh. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Wow. Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anthony. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses.
Onion!
That was a lie. The fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There even was a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in a room? You! It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. Could smell you before I even came to the room. Yikes. So, can you stop Anthony from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Please. We don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as a potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, the time comes. Just tell Anthony you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow.
Onion!
Later. I don't trust you, Onion. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. Okay, so that wasn't a bad thing, which means I can overwrite that last save. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Day 10. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all of those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by. The first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, no image this time? Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anthony, what's your decision? Wait a minute. I got a bad feeling about this one. I got a bad feeling about this one, Chief. Barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was. Anthony, your patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make the decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. Oh, boy! You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disappears. Tension seems to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. Heh. What do you want to do? Let me save that right there instead. Whew. Let me talk with the Chompettes. Totally the right decision. None of the Von Chompettes are around. Thankfully, Potato has kept hidden this entire time. And nothing we call our own but death. And that small model of barren earth, which serves as paste and cover for our bones. Oh, sorry, didn't see you creeping up behind me. I was reciting my favorite line from William Shakespeare. Do you know which play it was from? It wasn't the one with the weird sisters. You take a wild guess. That's right. The Life and Death of King Richard II. Before I came to this cabin, I used to read all of the classics. Why did I stop? I can't turn the page with just my tongue. Hell, I can't even nudge a book off the shelf. Pathetic, right? You nod. Yeah. I've been watching your progress so far, and I must say, very strange choices. Even for someone like you. I've wondered why you're so accommodating for these four. Pity, I didn't receive the same treatment. Oh well. Excuse my rambling. Are you here for another survival lesson? You shrug. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. Ahem. 36 hours have passed. You have no food. What happens? For starters, your brain stops craving glucose. But there's a good reason for that. Your guts have begun shrinking, and your livers have transformed fatty acids into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There's a book on the bookshelf that can explain all of this. Anyways, ketone bodies mimic glucose for the brain and provide about 2/3 of the energy needed to function. Sounds pretty great, right? Oh, my sweet summer child. Using ketone bodies gradually acidifies your blood, which can lead to keratosis. Keratosis is common in diabetics. But how do you know if you have keratosis? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and respiratory system. Your breath will smell something like fingernail polish, which smells like... I can't remember. No knows to smell now. But looking at your face, I bet your breath smells much worse. If only the Chompets had something nice to say about you. Heh. Have another recipe card. You unlocked potatoes recipe. I personally wouldn't make it. But you have a taste for things like this, don't you? You don't argue. I'm gonna save real quick, and I'm gonna... Let's go to the title screen. See what that recipe is.
Wee! Cabbage!
Oh, slaughter stew. 2 arms separated at the shoulder, 2 legs separated near the hip, 1 cauldron of water. Man! What a tasty, delicious recipe. You don't argue. Let's talk again, shall we? I won't be leaving here. Far too dangerous to go exploring right now. You shut the door and call everyone for a meeting. Anthony, you okay, little guy? Anthony looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anthony, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anthony. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Heh. Thank you, Anthony. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Karen? Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anthony? You say nothing. Goodbye, Anthony. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Anthony has left the cabin. Which means he's dead. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor's getting all choked up. I didn't tell him, missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You're scraping from the floor? No, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. What's it gonna be? Found you. You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference. Get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency Chompet meeting and told me to give you that mission. Watch out for that knife. Protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? I'm gonna say nothing. You're fooling nobody with that act. You've never had hearing loss. Let's go with a nonverbal answer, alright? Protect Gregor at all costs. No. Does everyone look like a snack to you? I'm not giving you a choice on this. Let's try that again. Protect Gregor at all costs. I don't really have a choice here. Sure, I guess. You nod. It's the least you can do, right? You tell Brad that pun doesn't make sense. On a roll today. I'll see you around. Brad hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Brad told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, particularly cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake up in a cold sweat. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk or... You found some meat. Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decided to cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin, you brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karen runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ack! She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned about rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads to the kitchen. Oh god. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen is sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down. Gregor calls to the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in to whisper, I'm glad Moran and Anthony are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel full again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back, and now it's all I can think about. I read the book on The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses deep in thought. You know, Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip it into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? I'm going to save, and I'm going to try one of the alternate answers before I click yes. Why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time, so I want it to be perfect. No. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is the farce. Gregor, hi. Hey, Karen, what are you doing? Untie me! Oh my god! This will be over soon, Gregor. Oh, man. I'm gonna go back and pretend that I said yes. I knew you would. Thank you. You nod. She's learning quickly. You definitely think Karen will remember that. Karen hands you a vial of mysterious liquid and you add it to Gregor's mug. Gregor? It's been a while since you've had some water. Come drink with us. Gregor looks frightened. I can't stop thinking about the little guy. Can't even remember what happened before we arrived. It just never ends. I miss Anthony and Mariah. Let us toast to Anthony and Mariah. They'll always be inside of us, Gregor. Can't change that now. Gregor begins to weep. You're right. We're having it raw tonight, Gregor. What? Eating raw meat is one of life's greatest gambles. Get awfully sick or Gregor slowly puts the meat into his mouth, ignoring the smell. He swallows each bite with a wince on his face. Trying not to get sick. I'll never forgive the first time I met Anthony. We were kids. I was chopping firewood outside the house. Anthony brought over a butterfly net filled with them. He introduced himself and asked me if I wanted to hold one of the butterflies. I never held one before. He told me not to crush it between my large paws. He did have a miniature hands himself, so I get it. And Karen, what did you put in this water? Would you do anything to save your friends, Gregor? Of course. Gregor's eyes start to droop. What the hell was Karen's liquid? I think it'd be best to have an early bedtime tonight. Let me help you on the couch, Gregor. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. Gregor passes out cold. Thank you. I'll do the rest. Even if he screams, please ignore Gregor when he wakes up. Okay? You don't want to interrupt Karen with this. Oh, I didn't have a choice. I did not have a choice. You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anthony slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. Oh, I did not have a choice on that. Either way, he dies. Great. Wake up, sleepyhead. You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast with what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his... Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Oh! Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where am I? God, you're stupid. Maybe you spent this much time reading books as chopping wood. You would have noticed the pages I was marking in the necrocy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you're immediately drowned? You'd sink like a log. What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave the couch, I'll end you. Heh. I don't want any of it to go bad, so we'll have to eat the fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey. All I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? No, I'm not disappointed in you, man. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths, and yet I complained my belly was not full. One day, on my way home from school, I was walking in my town inn and smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through and discovered a bag. They threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me out to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation, haha. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. The cabin, it chills me to the bone. Or what's left of them. Please. Consider it my dying wish. Oh. I'll cover you with the... Yeah. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look pale. And... You watch lots of Gregor's air escape his lungs. Oh. What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You get to the kitchen to try and find the other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Hello!
Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is, and I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now, so watch out for that knife. Man, we're next. Let's go. Wait, isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't have to play along with him, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all of the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? What are you whittling with that knife? A wooden knife. Do you want one? Trying. I'd like my knife back. Oh yeah? I picked it up the first day you said nothing. Karen looks pleased with herself. She's too happy right now. I feel like if I push it, she's gonna stab me. You know? Why not? Yeah, I'd rather be a thief than a monster. Karen will definitely remember that. Can you grab the tools from the basement? This knife isn't cutting it. I mean, for the bones, it's terrible for bones. The key should be somewhere in the kitchen. Come back if you get lost. Okay? You say goodbye and head for the kitchen. Oh, that worked out better than I thought. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? The cupboards. You open a few drawers. They're empty. They must have been full of dishes that are piling up. Yikes. Let's check it again. You open another. This one has dried blood in it. This drawer is empty too. Are all these empty? Behind the wood pile? There's nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully no spiders. Actually, there's more behind the wood pile. Quite a few rat droppings. There's a good collection of cobwebs and rat droppings. The dust is pretty thick back here. Cobwebs, rat dropping, dust. This should be clean. The cauldron. There's some rustling around. Found her. She always picks the same hiding spot.
Whee! Cabbage!
Ah, you found me. Well done. As leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore.
Cabbage!
Can't find any Chompettes to push me through, so I guess you'll have to help me out. Okay. 4 Chompettes to go. What's next, Cabbage? Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in the nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. You found the basement key. There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for another one. You found the basement entrance key. Let's find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompettes, find Onion. Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Let me save again. Explore the bedroom. Found him. Don't be a crybaby. It's just me.
Onion!
Onion. Today,
Onion!
I'm sweet as sugarcane.
Boy!
Honest. Wow. Your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away. Gross. Were you scared of the red-haired woman or something? You tell Onion the truth. Whoa. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah, Anthony, and Gregor. But yikes. That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? I'd probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be rude. Got your back.
Hello.
Glad to have you join us, Onion. No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get.
Cabbage.
Bread. The one and only. Chompettes? Let's move out. Your party's quickly expanding. 3 Chompettes left. You're getting a terrible headache. And your face is feeling numb. And your legs aren't moving. Oh well. You do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. You suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. You probably strut up the living room, happy to be alive. Bread? You hear Bread coming out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Found me. Everyone's secret favorite Chompette Bread. Don't you loaf me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds. No, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So, what do you need? You tell Bread about gathering the Chompettes together. That's a pretty crumby idea. Remember what happened the last time? With Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but this? You're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs? Back downstairs? Bread, we need help finding Potato. Missed you, big guy. Come help. I would never let the Chompettes down. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Bread has joined the party. It's great, Bread. Glad to have you on board, Bread. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? All 3 Chompettes are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally licked your lips. Snap out of it. You already ate. We're no good for that, you glutton. What's going on? Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. Oh, I got a bad feeling. You stumble to your feet. Let's go find Raspberry and never speak of this again. I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Chompettes, mosey out. You have 3 Chompettes in your party, 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out. Cold on the floor. Oh boy, I think you were drugged. 2 more to go. You go check on the basement door. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. The birds outside turn silent. You could hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel the sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise, found you, Raspberry. Oh wow, it's very nice to see you, Cabbage. We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry. Honest. We need your help finding Potato. Our combined Chompette detective skills say he's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap, the redhead woman is coming over here. Chompettes? Let's hide out. Let me save. She gave me express permission to come here. All 4 Chompettes quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart piece by piece, just like Gregor. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do? Well, let's tell her about the basement, I guess. So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. You unlock the basement door. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have great dinner, okay? See you soon. Karen descends the staircase into darkness. You lock the basement door! Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage and bargaining. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep? Oh boy. Oh, is she gonna die down there? You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. Is she there? You must have slept-walked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out, and the door's locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. Oh, I don't like this. I'm gonna load back and tell her about the jump pets. I don't like this. Talking food? What the hell are you talking about? And there. You've lost it. Tell her about the cabbage being a leader of the Chompettes. She's a leader, a talking cabbage. What? Karen looks extremely upset. You tell her about raspberry, onion, and bread. They asked you to save them? What the hell does that mean? You tell her about potato. And there's a potato that's dangerous? A potato is killing people? You unlock the basement door. You've lost it, but thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. Karen descends to the staircase. You lock the basement door. Did you? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna tell her about the basement. Oh boy, there was no right answer there. Let's go back to the oh, is Potato gonna try and kill me? You slept in today, pounding completely stopped. You gotta go to the bathroom. Yep, let me, save right there. You must have slept-walked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. Oh no. I don't like that. I really don't like that, man. And the door's locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. Tutorial, you're in the dark, but you're not alone. Click on the objects around the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of the objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to select the room. Oh, I cannot save.
Cabbage. Hello.
Hello. Are you locked in the bathroom again? Tell her about the candle being blown out. Maybe you just need to try wiggling it a little bit. You unlock the bathroom door. Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Now, if you excuse me, need to conduct the next secret Chompette meeting. Later. You quickly make your escape. I don't like this. While getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for the day, you get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. Well, pick me up, I'm scared. Day 14. It's been 2 weeks since the beginning of this. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I really don't like that. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Just your imagination again. Karen can't still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, ready for what's next. Oh boy. Oh, hello, Gregor. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Some spirits move on immediately, others linger. And some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack. Excuse me? Or get you to fall down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. No. no way of knowing which one the group will choose. The rain has stopped outside. You decide to go look out the window. Oh, I saw Karen. I'm gonna be frequently saving to make sure I don't end up getting like a bad end or something. Karen would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy, you've forgotten to eat. You went to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was so obvious. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity, baby! Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. Man, I don't like this. What? Hey, yo, what? You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted, the rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is that another trick, or...? Good morning? She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get breakfast. Your food is gone. The noise was coming from the living room. Let me save again. Anthony? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. Is that... Don't tell me. Is that Karen? What's making that noise? It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. Yeah, that's Karen! Why would you go and investigate? A cold wind is blowing through the door hole. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this a... Oh, boy! Man! Let me save again. You wake in a cold sweat. Ooh, that was a nightmare! Interesting. Day 15. It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. You can still smell Gregor here. Should you have intervened with Karen? You probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. It also might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable, even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into sleep. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. You can pick up a flashlight near to explore. Gonna, again, rapid saving. Anthony? You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. Okay. I know you've been ignoring my other letter, so I'm begging you. Please bring back my daughter safely, or I will need to get the others involved. I have left payments outside the door, and will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch to get the rest of your sleep. You slept walk again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Oh, it's you again. Tell me, it's that first week with the red-haired woman and the others. Where did you sleep? You think for a minute, but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing? You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls or worse. Going into the basement. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? Just gonna... Why not? I'll share my secret with you, Potato. You tell Potato the secret. Well, didn't you think you'd be foolish enough to tell me? I'm living longer than expected already, but this is good information to take with me. Thank you. Was that the right thing to tell Potato? Ha ha ha. It's a delight to watch you fall apart. What does the red-haired woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Karen in a while. How many days has it been down there? You do realize she's probably been feasting on the three. She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Ha ha ha. Go downstairs, put an end to this. Not for the Chompettes. Just for me. You head for the basement door. Why? You quickly do the math in your head and determine Karen will be dead in the basement. It's been enough days, right? You open the door and prepare for the worst. Oh no, why would you do this? It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. What? Just leave it locked. You begin your descent. Something is approaching. Now, I don't like this. Bro, why are you doing this? Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. Oh, no. It's been so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. You put Anthony through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. I don't believe you. Anthony's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. Their anger, concentrated near their grave, leads to tricks and traps. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here. Loaves of it. Fine. I won't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice? Beware of Karen. Yep. She is ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room. Anthony will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again. You feel Mariah leaving the staircase. You go deeper into the abyss. Man, this makes my skin crawl. The walls down here, they're dirt and soot. Something is approaching. I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking? Another trap. Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Mariah was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Karen took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when the light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me? You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. That was enough to keep him at bay. We'll meet again soon. Beware, Karen. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. Man, let me actually drink some water because my throat's getting dry. Ooh, that was a lot of water at once. Woo. I almost drank like a whole bottle in one go. The air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. You know, why didn't we actually try crafting, like, a weapon or something with the wood? Something is approaching. Oh. Thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. You tell Anthony about the meeting with Gregor. Oh. I was going to try to see if you wanted to pick onions with me. You shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long, and now you'll need to fend off Karen. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You ask Anthony where Karen is. Oh, she's just below us. Waiting to devour you. Oh boy! That means she ate all the meat. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she's starting with your arms? Down here, the whispers have told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sorts of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here, but you won't be. See you again soon. You feel Anthony leaving the staircase. Oh boy, let's do it. Time to face off with Karen. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Oh, I'm anxious. How's this gonna go? Something doesn't feel right.
Look behind you.
You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Thank you, Mariah, for whispering, "Look behind me."
Hello.
Oh my god. You've come so far, proud of you.
Cabbage.
As leader of the Chompettes, I wanted to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down here. Just call out to us and we'll be there.
Boy, boy.
Honest. Chompettes, you better have my back. You better be the thing that stomps on Karen, if she's alive.
Boy.
Wouldn't let you die down here. When you least expect it, we'll roll with you. You can't sneak up on me.
Raspberry.
But sneaking up on you, extremely easy. Are you deaf? Raspberry. That was pretty cruel, even for me. Your ears have so much dirt in them. They could probably grow potatoes. Oh, Chompettes, please help me through this. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't miss a killing for the world. Thanks, Potato. Really appreciate it. Just remember, down here, you can call on us. We'll help you out in the bind. And if you get lost down here later, please avoid the room where it happened. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget what happened there. Interesting. I don't think we'll ever forget that, Potato. But thank you for coming along with us.
Boy, boy.
I wouldn't call it a change of heart because you really never had one, Potato. You should have rotted down here, but I'm glad you're here to help. Wish I had a joke here, but what you did was no joking matter. That's enough. Chompettes, let's help out. Oh boy, here we go. The Chompettes get in position behind you, ready for what's next. Oh boy, here we go. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Oh boy, here she is. Oh, we got a health bar going? Hey, yo. I thought it was just gonna be like a jump scare kind of thing. Let's end this. A tear rolls down Karen's cheek. Should have never left Ukraine. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land a soft punch. Karen lunges at you. You started to bleed. Karen laughs at you. Won't be burying you. Chompettes. Hey, as a leader of the Chompettes, can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you out here. I see you've ignored my warning to watch out for that knife. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and seek again. Chompettes, help out. Cabbages fills you with hope. You gain. Oh, okay. This was an ideal time to talk to the Chompettes. Karen looks confused, though. Looks like Karen is plotting her next attack. Dodge. Karen goes completely silent. A tear rolls down Karen's cheek. Should have never left Ukraine. Dodge. Karen slashes at you with her knife. You dodge Karen's knife, feeling the air hit you. You shouldn't be this fast. Karen looks you dead in the eyes. Oh, Karen's studying you. Should have killed me earlier. No chance of that now. Dodge this. Christ. Blood is running down your side. Karen licks her lips. It'd be best to watch out for that knife. Hey, it's me. Onion. No crying down here, okay? Let me look at those wounds. Blood? Gross. Your eyes begin to water. What did I tell you about crying? You got this, champ. Good luck. Onion's word make you feel a little better, but only a little bit. You gain 5 health. Karen is mumbling to herself. She catches her breath. Should have kept the door locked. Dodge. Karen slashes at you with a knife. You dodge Karen's knife, feeling the air hit you. You shouldn't be this fast. Karen looks at you dead in the eyes. Karen laughs at you. Wouldn't be burying you. Chompettes, heal me again. I don't really care who dies down here. You're both pretty awful. Good luck. Potato's words cut pretty deep. It does make you feel a little better, though. You gain 5 health. This was an ideal time to talk to the Chompettes. Karen looks confused, though. It'd be best to watch out for that knife. Attack. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land a soft punch. Karen's looking winded. Dodge. Karen attacks. She flies past you. Stop moving. Karen is about to take your life. Attack. You try to sweep Karen's legs. She easily jukes around it. Dodge. Karen's breathing heavier. Karen's muscles tense up. Where did this energy come from? Dodge. Karen lunges for your neck. She missed. Karen is panting. Attack. You try to sweep Karen's legs. She easily jukes around it. Dodge. Karen is breathing heavier. Karen's muscles tense up. Where does this energy come from? Dodge again. Karen lunges for your neck. She missed. Karen is panting. It's over. Oh. Oh! Man. Crazy. Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. You're hobbling after her, but the room is pitch black here. The rot of decaying flesh here is nauseating. You can hear the small echoes of Karen's footsteps disappearing below, making the room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. The staircase in the center winds downward, spiraling into the abyss. You're getting lightheaded again. Gravity almost gets the best of you a few times as you work your way to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of the door frames in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karen's presence close by. Oh boy! Hi! Hello! Back together again. Drowned and dissected. The Butcher of Hope has returned. Where's Karen? Lost in the abyss. Her rage blinds her. Ravenous, completely ravenous. She will never be able to move on. Bound to this cabin by you, she will never escape. Those that died in the cabin are bound to different rules. Fleeing west did nothing. Victims will always gravitate to this cabin. Always find a way to you. You wretch. You abomination. You horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Oh, even Karen's coming in on it. Reap what you have sown. Mariah, Anthony, Gregor, Karen. Oh. Oh, that's it. Man, what an interesting little game. What an interesting little title. That was pretty good. Gave me a little anxiety, but it's pretty good. Okay. Yeah. I vibe. Hmm. I'll let it go through all the credits. Show all the people who were responsible. It's pretty good. Oh, every Twitch and YouTube streamer. I vibe. I vibe. It's pretty good. Not done yet. Achievement. Ayo? What else? Is there like a post? Oh. You're talking upstairs. Thieves? You grab your flaying knife and silently go up the stairs. You'll eat well tonight. Oh, we are a well-known cannibal, I guess. Man. The four look completely shocked at the sight of you. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here for a few nights? You clear your throat and ask the questions you've asked thousands of times. Did you come on your own free will, or were you sent? We were technically sent. Anthony, we came on our own free will. The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in my cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you, as they should be. But wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. Rhina, check this out. A cabin. All the way out here? What about that psychopath? You lost him a few kilometers ago. Don't worry. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Hello? Come on, Rhina. Sun is setting. Let's take shelter here, just for the night. You sure that's a good idea, Celia? Of course. Front door has a few different ways to lock it. Should keep him at bay if he shows up. Hope there's some snacks in here. Bullock. I guess we don't have a good choice. We'll head back to Zakopane in the morning. Don't worry about it. It's just for one night. You decide to join up with your friends inside. Can you lock the door? All set. Could you see him out the window? No, he probably went back down to town. Is anyone here? No. Yelled and stomped around nothing. This cabin is abandoned. Let's stay here tonight. What? Relax, it's going to be freezing outside tonight. So it's either him or us. Let's avoid making a fire. Don't want him to see us in the distance. No fire? There's blankets in the bedroom. We'll be fine, Oleg. The cabin chills me to the bones. We'll need, Whenever Bolek gets nervous, he tells a joke to break the tension. Got one of Rapunzel's classics for you. What do you call a snowman's kids? Children. Wahahahaha. Hey. Let's split up and search the cabin, see if you can find any food for us to eat tonight. I'll take the bedroom. Leave the living room to me. Rhina, I'll search the kitchen. No need to help me. You sure? Of course, I know exactly where to look first. I got the Zakopane Junior Baker Award, remember? Celia. Alright, everyone. Let's move out. Tutorial: help the team by searching the cabin for supplies. Man, this is longer than I thought. Your bond with Celia, Oleg, and Bolek is unbreakable. Focus on exploring the cabin. You only get one choice, so choose wisely. Who do you want to help out first? I'll help Oleg in the bedroom, I guess. Hey, Reina. Is that a bone sticking out of the floorboard? Yeah, disgusting. Is it a chicken bone? You think I'm finding out? I'll probably lose my lunch. What area do you want to search first? The floors. You check under the beds. Long strands of white hair are covered in dust here. Disturbing. You check the floors again. You check the hole next to the table. It seems to drop completely into darkness. Oleg? Do you have a coin or something we can drop down this hole? Just my allowance money? That's great. Give me one of the coins. Rhina. It's only one coin! No problem, Oleg. Haha. Watch your step over here, okay? You got it. The furniture. You check the table first. The spilled ink is completely soaked into the wood. Find anything? Yeah, a table that needed to be cleaned ages ago. Hahaha. Is it a sauce from the kitchen? You take a whiff. No, Oleg. Wishful thinking. Hahaha. The birdcage seems out of place in this room. What's up with the birdcage? The outside has started to develop a thin layer of rust. The inside, though, looks more preserved in one area, like something was pushing against the cage bars. Must have been a fat bird. Hahaha. I'll try the floors again. You look underneath the nightstand. Something's pressed against the wall. Just a bobby pin. Take the bobby pin with you? Yes. You want something down there right now? Checking it out. A bobby pin. Is that for hair or something? Oh, like... Inspect the bone sticking out of the floor. This is definitely a chicken bone, Oleg. Gross. Can you see anything else under there? You put your face to the floorboards. A large pile of chicken bones is underneath the floor. I can't see very far underneath without a lantern, but there's hundreds of chicken bones down here. Might be some other bones too, I'm not sure. That's disgusting. Stick your arm beneath the floorboards? Yes. You slowly put your entire arm beneath the floorboards, running around blindly. Some of the bones are completely dry. Others have sticky mold residue on them. You pinch your nose with the other hand to avoid smelling anything foul. You got the bobby pin. Another bobby pin. You walk over to the framed map by the nightstand. Looks like the Tatras mountain. You can see Zakopane to the north. Did you sort the drawers yet? Just the bottom one. Bunch of kids' toys and garbage. Oleg tries the top drawer. Raina, what do you think? Oh? Looks like a piece of coal was used to draw this. What the hell is this? It's messed up, right? You take the breakfast drawing with you. Hey Oleg, did you check the mouse hole? But what's there to check? Maybe someone slipped some key over there. But I'm not losing a finger for a key. It's mice, Oleg, not rats. Just look inside instead of rummaging around. You put your face to the floorboards, looking inside the mouse hole. Just some soggy newspaper. Didn't find anything? Just a revolting mouse bathroom. Gross. Worse than you... Well, I don't know how to pronounce that. On a Friday night. I think we're going to puke. Disgusting. Nothing else on the floor. Furniture. You walk around the table. There's a drawer on the other side. You open the drawer. There's a pliers, some moldy breadcrumbs. Huh? This piece of paper is 3 years old and has a number of tasks to complete. Most of it looks like chemistry, but one task stands out as completed. Send letter. One notation is more legible than others. Combine ethylene with sulfur dichloride and apply it to exposed skin as a test. Do not inhale. You take the chemistry instructions with you. Check this out, Oleg. Can you make any sense of it? Not at all, but we should bring this back to Zakopane. See if anyone knows what this is for. Absolutely. Nothing left to check with the furniture. Stop searching the bedroom. I think we're done searching here, Oleg. Hey, Raina, I've been dying to ask. What's up with that coat? It's new. You don't like it? I didn't say that. It just looks a little heavy for summer. Yeah. It also works as a real nice blanket. Eek. Mom can't afford to buy me multiple coats per year, Oleg. Besides, I actually take care of my clothes. Eek. This cabin is cold as hell, so I'm a little jealous, especially in the living room. Right? You met Oleg on your 4th year of elementary school through Bolek. Walking home one day, you notice him fishing down by the river. Hey, Raina. It's illegal to fish here, Oleg. What? My uncle fishes here all the time. Then he's lucky he hasn't been caught yet. Eek. Catching anything today? Brown trout. I won't tell anyone, Oleg. But thanks, Raina. Oleg. Further down the river, you see a strange man washing some tools. Most of it looks like things you'd find in a butcher shop. Blades of various sizes. You make eye contact with him, causing him to pick up the tools in a panic and put them into a satchel. He fumbles the knife he was cleaning, causing it to make a shallow cut in his hand. He awkwardly stumbles away from the river, leaving a trail of crimson behind him. What a strange sight. You head back into the living room to catch up with the others. Okay, team, find anything? Just some old toys in a drawer, really old toys. Bolek? I found this toy boat under the couch. Let me see that. Grandma made this boat for him. Rachel was here. Rachel? The one and only. Could he still be alive here? Seeing him again would only bring Grandma back from the brink. We have to find him. Agreed. Crew, we need to search this cabin from top to bottom. Let's find Rachel and bring him back to Zakopane. You got it, Celia. Bolek? Come with me. Let's look around outside. Raina? Look around the cabin and try to find any clues where Rachel is. That psychopath could still be outside in the woods. If you or any of us yell or scream, find us, okay? Of course, Celia. Thanks. We'll be listening for you as well. I'll be fine. Crew? Let's move out. Celia, Bolek, and Oleg leave you to search the cabin. Man, I don't like that, little... Who's there? Nothing replies back. It sounded like it was coming from the kitchen. You walk over to investigate. Hello? Il a dû sair da cabana. Não. Porque está realmente en Parago. Salo, Salogo de ese lugar, I don't know how to pronounce that, e nunca volte. Ella mi pregò e mi separado dos mis padres. Por todo o oceano. Or, I'm sorry, e mi traza para aquí. Ella vai devorar todos voces. Fujan Siam. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. Eu não falo polonês muito bem. E devia parar de ficar talgarento. I'm not saying that right. Aqui per isso. A drawing is pushed out of the cabinet. Ele fez alguns des enjos antes de morir. De isso para os parênteses del que so I don't know how to pronounce that. I tried. I tried and I failed. Looks like someone used a piece of coal to draw this. Are these bars of a cage? Staring at a door. You take the cage drawing with you. Ancho que isso é Edis. I'm gonna stop trying. No, the face that was there is now no longer there. Okay. Celia, Oleg. No reply. Rana, we saw something weird down the hill. Looked like an old fence, with bones all over the ground. It could have been animal skulls, but couldn't tell from the distance. Heard some weird whisperings before we got back to the door. Find anything? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Strange whispers coming out from under the kitchen sink. Whispers? Was it a ghost, Raina? I'm not sure. I couldn't understand any of the words. Ghost, Bullock attempts to lighten the mood a little bit. Got another of Rachel's jokes for you. What do ghosts like pouring over their food? Bullock, give up? Gravy. Wahahaha. It's probably just the creaking of the cabin, Raina. No such thing as ghosts. Seemed pretty real, Selena. Well, if you see it again, let me know. The fence outside was absolutely terrifying. We can't let our guards down here. Yeah. Can we not split up anymore? I'm scared of getting separated now. Of course, Oleg. We're a team, and teams stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine, feast and famine. You're right, Celia. I just don't want to lose any of you like Rachel. That won't happen when we're together, Oleg. Bullock, you're a night owl. Can you stay guard while we sleep? Of course. Thanks, Bullock. Oleg and I will take the bedroom. You okay with the living room? Yeah. Thank you, Bullock. Wake us up if you hear anything. You got it. Oleg and Celia head to the bedroom, opening the door fully behind them. You lay down on the couch and quickly fall asleep. You close your eyes but cannot stop thinking about the butcher of Zakopem. His third victim probably had it worse, stabbed in the stomach like the other two. But this one was indifferent. The body was missing both ears, so investigators concluded It was a copycat to the series of grisly murders from years ago. What kind of person takes someone's ears? The victim's family and neighbors searched the murder scene top to bottom in the alleyway outside. All they could find was a broken window that the butcher used to gain entry. It was a mystery that nobody in Zakopane could solve. Cecilia, Oleg, Bolek, and you teamed up to find the killer. Celia was naturally the leader, plotting our vantage points on dusty maps her grandfather had. Bolek brought snacks and what he called emergency rations, which was usually crusty bread from his pocket. Oleg was able to get investigation tips from his grandmother, a former detective, but only after telling her it was to find Rachel. Your investigations lasted more than a year, often getting to crime scenes quicker than town investigators. You have a strange dream. You found the body early, so early that blood is still leaving the body. The greasy-haired man makes eye contact with you, wiping the knife on his vest. You look for a way to escape, but you're trapped in the alleyway. He slowly walks towards you, forcing a laugh that comes out in unnatural, staggered segments. As he gets closer, you notice his pupils are absolutely enormous. As he brings his knife up, his face peels apart by the lips, screeching in pained agony. You wake in a cold sweat. Man, what an image. Wake up, everyone. Bolek, it's like 3 a.m. I heard something outside. Was it one of those crows? They never shut up. It's him. Huh? Celia. It's him. What's the plan? Celia makes the group's secret hand signal. Only whispering is allowed now. Bolek. Oleg. Eyes on the doors and windows. If he makes it inside, run out the front door or downstairs. Downstairs? What is there less room? What if there's less room down there? Then we need to manipulate the lights down there. Find the light bulb pulley, and when he gets close, turn off the lights. He's got that knife, so run for the front door when there's an opening. What if there isn't a working light down there? Our eyes can see better in the dark than him. We can run circles around him while he's blind down there. He doesn't stand a chance. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, Oleg. Bolek, can you outrun him? Of course. Raina, do you see anything outside the window? The rain hasn't started yet, but you can see storm clouds in the distance. Maybe it'll get too muddy for him, unless he's coming through one of the windows. The window glass is thick. If you tried to break it, everyone would hear. Whomever built this cabin definitely was here for the long haul. See anything, Raina? Nothing. While keeping watch, I found this in the bedroom. Here. What the hell is this? Did Rachel make this? It had to have been him. When we found the body stuffed into the barrel, that creep saw us and ran. Who would do something like that? A monster. That's right, Raina. That was the last time we saw him. What's that noise? That sounded like somebody broke in. Get to the staircase now. As you run to the staircase, you see him standing by the front door. He wipes his eyes with his sleeve, completely drenched from head to foot. He attempts a smile, but it looks completely out of character. You slow down your breathing, making it to the staircase safely. Celia takes out the basement key, locking the door behind you. There, that should slow him down. Raina, can you leave? Of course, Celia. Wow, he's determined. Alright, We've, we're right behind you. You begin your descent. Let's play Ghost in the graveyard tonight. It's too dark out. What if one of the adults catches us? We're faster than them. Raina, you game to be the ghost first? Why me? Because your eyes can see in the dark the best. Perfect ghost. Celia. Sure, I'll go hide first. Hey, Oleg. Yeah? You were slower than Bullock, with a stomach full of herring last time. Pick up the pace this time. Eek. Trust me, won't happen again. Nobody trusts you, Oleg. Everybody laughs. You hide behind some equipment at the sawmill. It takes the group 2 hours to find you. By the time Celia yells "Ghosts in the graveyard," you've already been tagged. You've already tagged Bullock and Oleg. Ack. Eek. You're too fast, Raina. Nobody sneaks up on me. Nobody. Raina, what's going on? Nothing. Just remembering something. Bullock and Oleg went on ahead. There's no time for this. We need to go. You snap out of it and begin your descent. He must be searching for the key. What an idiot. He must be furious to be causing that much damage. Oleg, you find a light switch down there. Yes. Get in position. We'll be right down. That locked door is keeping him busy. The door's pretty old, though. Did you see the holes in it? He's coming down. Run. Your eyes strain to see further down the staircase. You can't hear him. Raina, we have someone special to introduce you to. Rachel, come on out. Don't be shy, Rachel. Raina won't bite. Haha. Nice to meet you. I'm Raina. It's okay. Your cousin is great Bullock. Haha. Just wait, everyone. Give him a little more time. He has the world's best puns. He memorized every single one Grandma told him. Haha. Grandma brought me his book. Rachel, this is 500 pages long. Yeah. Everyone laughs with Rachel, enjoying a nice meal together with Bullock's family. Rachel tells countless pun jokes. Bullock howls with laughter, and the adults shake their head in agony. His joy is infectious, making Zuckelpan, I don't know how to pronounce this thing, a better city for everyone. Except for one. Raina, you're slowing down again. Celia, Rachel, what about him? I keep remembering him. I see. He, crew. Let's keep going. You continue downward. What the hell is this? What? The light isn't working. No time to find a weapon here. Let's keep going down. I can see a light further down the staircase. Your shoes stick to the floor at the bottom. You can barely make out the light to the door on the right. East? There's 3 other doors, north, south, and west. Celia tries the door to the north first. Locked. This room is tiny. How are we going to get around him? Don't be scared. Let's try the doors and see if we can lock it from the inside. Which way, Raina? Oh. Save game. I'm going to use the bobby pins. This one has the loosest lock. Let me try to use these bobby pins. Hurry, Raina. You work the 2 bobby pins. You unlock the door to the north. Rhina, let's move out. You swing open the door. Oh? What? We'll worry about this later. He's coming down the stairs. You leave the cellar room, running into the room to the west. Leave us alone. You left the knives upstairs. It's 4 against 1. Leave with your life. Say hi to Rachel for me. Oh, that's a lot of stabbing noises. Cooking companions. So is that it? Is that the real end? Is it still going? Oh. Why? You shut the drawer.
Wee! Cabbage!
Cabbage.
Onion!
Onion. Bread. They're being held back by their human emotions. They'll need a few more months, at the very least. I'm in no rush. Let us leave. Now. You shut the drawer. I'd like to explore the cabin, see where those whispers are coming from. Can I leave the drawer? You nod. Thank you. Want to come with me, Raspberry? I'm going nowhere with you. Haha. Poor Raspberry.
Yeah!
Welcome.
Onion!
We've done a few annual Chompette comedy competitions since last time. Want to be the judge this year? Ignore them. I found some fascinating stuff by using the mouse holes. I need you to explain what the hell this is. Were you fattening him up? Or were you scaring the hell out of him while you hesitated? You take the basement drawing with you. I will never forgive you for this. You shut the drawer.
Wee! Cabbage!
It's time. Chompettes, sound off.
Onion!
Never fear. Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion.
Raspberry!
Always merry. Raspberry.
Oh, yeah?
Potato. Potato? You have nothing to give me now. Leave me alone. This is the only way to escape, Potato. We need to leave at the same time. I'm not leaving the cabin. Potato, please. Potato, we want to see No. Cabbage tries whispering, but you can clearly hear every word. They can release us. Just play along and maybe they'll pity us. Yeah? I'm not working with them. But right now, I pity them. Just an old, disgusting, foul-smelling... That's enough. Potato's words cause a regression to stir inside you. Keeping these intruders around might be entertaining for now. You slide the drawer close, giving them time to stew on their thoughts. Chompette's origin. Is that actually the end this time, or is there more? Okay. There's the credits again. Is that it this time? Or is there more? You have a strange nightmare. And this thing really does keep going. Wake up. I said, wake up. The others are causing you to become weak. We need to get you back to normal. Less talking, less hesitation. Especially if someone's trying to become stronger than you. I used to make you upset, right? I'm keeping an eye on you. You ask for how long? At this rate, never. You cough profusely, covering potato in a fine mist. You're beyond disgusting. So then, are you ready to fight back against the nightmares? Punish the spirits that have made your life a living hell? Man, this game just keeps going. I'm... sure. Perfect. Let us give them no quarter. Close your eyes again, and let's begin to traverse the abyss. You relaxed your muscles, getting ready for what's next. Man, I need more water. Welcome to nightmare mode. Let me save that there. If you survive, you'll gain some additional insight into the world of cooking companions, as well as unlocking New Game Plus and a Chompats only event. Ah, so this is actually something I could die from, like the other final fight. The mode is mostly a joke, so don't take it seriously. From the main menu, select New Game, you can immediately jump to this mode and other ones. Ooh! If you make it to the end, you'll unlock the Chompat's Cabin Courses and Chompat only event free of humans. For the true cooking companions experience, this mode should be played in a pitch black room with headphones. Yeah, I'm not turning off all my lights. No. You still need to max out your relationship somewhere. You'll get the opportunity to do this in New Game Plus. You know what? I think I will save this for another day. This is going on longer than I thought it would. I'm gonna actually end that there because it's like 2 a.m. also. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in for today. I hope that the additional newer subtitles were working perfectly fine. If people are watching the VOD after the fact, happy good morning, afternoon, night, all that jazz. Thank you for tuning in with me, spending your time with me, all that good stuff. Make sure you're staying hydrated, eating well, and I'll see you all next time. I'll be posting an update for my next stream. I on both the Discord server and on Twitter. I'm still also working on the clip Mimi thing from the previous birthday stream. It's a long stream to kind of tunnel through, so it's given me a little bit of a time to kind of slap all the clips together. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Have a good one and stay awesome, my dude. All right, see you guys.